If you could save a life, would you? Adopting from a shelter is better than adopting from a breeder. It's the most humane decision, and it also gives hope and restores hope to a life. You save loads of money, you have multiple options, and you're giving animals a second chance. First thing, you save loads of money. 9 times out of 10 or 99% of the time, whenever you get a pup from a shelter, they're already spayed and neutered. This can save you a ton of money because whenever you get it from a breeder, all these costs fall onto you. Meanwhile, when you get them from the shelter, it's something that's already taken care of. Same thing with shots. Rabies shots, flea and tick prevention, a lot of stuff like that add up very quick. And if you're not really prepared for all those costs, you can save a lot of money by going to a local shelter where all those things are already taken care of when you purchase the pet at a low cost. Even though you might spend about $50 at a shelter, if you get lucky or if you just check their website, they might be running specials. They're usually always running specials regardless of wherever you're at, whether it's every couple of weeks or 1 month out of the year. I got my own pet for free, and all I had to do was shoot a basketball in the hoop. That's just an example of type of events that shelters have where you can even save more money. Meanwhile, if you're going to a breeder, they start at a couple $100s, and I don't know about you, but I know a lot of things I could do with a couple $100s, and if buying an animal doesn't have to be one of those things, then why not? So on top of saving loads of money, you can also have multiple options to choose from. So shelters have horses, cats, dogs. So if you walk in, you get a variety of things to choose from personalities. Every dog has a different personality, whether it's a super overactive dog or if it's a lazier dog. You have the option to choose from that. Same thing with age and activity level. If you were to get a cat, do you want a kitten that might be more playful, or do you want an older cat that would be more of a companion and cuddle buddy? The shelter gives you a variety. Meanwhile, if you go to a breeder, you're paying for a pet you never really met sometimes, or you're paying for a pet that's a puppy and you don't really know what to expect for when they're older. So going to a shelter allows you to cater more to your and your family's needs, which is a really nice feature. So you always have multiple options to choose from at a shelter, but on top of choosing a shelter over a breeder, you're giving an animal a second chance. Shelters are overcrowded more and more each day, and it's hard for shelters to maintain all these animals when there's constantly animals coming in. So it's nice to be a part of it's nice to help a shelter than be a part of the problem. Sometimes people don't always want to give up their pets and they don't really have a choice. So being an animal and coming into a shelter, it's loud and it's a scary place, and you're confined to a small area. You don't really get to go out that often, so it's not very fun for them. So you're giving them a second chance at life, which they may not have expected. So you should definitely adopt from a shelter over a breeder. You can be the reason one's life is saved and hope is restored. And it's definitely a consideration you should take upon yourself. Thank you. That is all.